Unpopular opinion time. This is the reason why I send my kids to a majority all Greek school versus all majority Asian school. Before you blast me, it's not stereotypical. It's just my personal opinion. The two suburbs I'm talking about, because I live in South Sydney, is between Hurstville and Lakehurst. So I guess, not being stereotypical, you know which one is the Asian suburb and which one is the majority Greek suburb. Now, let me first establish the disclaimer and premise is that it's not about the Greeks or the Greeks are great or whatever, right? They're great people. I live amongst them. They're great. But it's more about the Asian predominant school versus a non-Asian school. It's got nothing to do with the ethnicity and the culture and the values that each culture has. Nothing to do with that. It's just that me and my wife were deciding between, Hurstville and, Blakehurst / Dawes Point, San Susie. We were picking between two Catholic schools. This is for kindergarten to now year one. My eldest is now in year two. He's promoted to year two, and my youngest is in kindergarten. The thing is, with the kids at Hurstville, in the schools we looked at, they are very academically driven. You can look at their score in terms of the school, very, very high score. Looking at year 1 to year 2 to year 3, doing a bit of research, we found that most of the children there already have tutors. And the mindset that is behind the parents who send their kids there, they're very much driven by academics. Obviously, mostly, Chinese of origin, and maybe that's the way they were brought up in China, and then they all came here, and then that's the way they expect schools to be. I don't personally want my kids to be part of that. Not that good. I'm not good enough for them. I think they're fantastic, fantastic people there. It's just that I don't want my kids just chasing for that academics. I can't say it. That shows my academic level. I'm the type of parent that, if my kids come back with 100% on their test record, I'll be like, what the hell are you doing? I'd rather you come back with 60%, because I know that, 40% of your time is spent doing other stuff, other extracurricular stuff, like having a childhood. And this is what I personally have experienced, which you might not agree, is that when you're seen as a minority and you go to a school that is full of, your kind, like Asians, then you kind of feel like, oh, well, at least my kid feels like a majority. And then they get used to that kind of schooling system from, kindy to, year 12, Sydney boys and Sydney girls are all bloody Asians. And then when they go out, they feel like a minority because everyone is non-Asians. But the benefit for me, I think, is that, my kid is the one or two Asians in that school, that, the kind of majority Greek school. And they don't feel like a minority at all because they just think everyone's the same. I don't know whether that makes sense, but tell me what you think.